Hello guys, in this problem we're given a triangle, and just within the triangle we have a circle with a radius of 6. And if you look closely on the triangle, you will discover that it is a right angle triangle. How did I even know that? Because of the presence of this 90 degrees. So whenever a triangle has 90 degrees, it is a right angle triangle. And whenever I think about right angle triangle, I think about Pythagoras theorem, which is always Pythagoras theorem. The Pythagoras theorem, just maybe you've forgotten, is about hypotenuse squared and the legs of the triangle squared in summation, right? Perfect. But then there's some other things I would want you to know, which are the laws of circle. Now, when you have a circle like this, just like the one we have on this question, and of course, this is the center, and you have a tangent. A tangent is a line that touches the circle at one point. Now, this radius here to the point of tangent of the circle, I mean, what I'm trying to say is that the radius, this is the radius, this is the line of radius. The line that runs from the center to the circumference is the radius. And if you observe, this radius is intersecting with the tangent at the point of contact with the circle. So at that point, they form an angle 90 degrees. So what I'm trying to say in essence is that the radius and the tangent makes an angle of 90 degrees at the point of intersection or at the point of contact. Have that in mind. Now, if you look at this stuff very well, if I call here A, I call here B, I call here C, you can observe that BC is a tangent, and this radius here meets at this tangent, and of course, they're going to form an angle 90 degrees. Perfect. And again, I can still go ahead and draw another radius from here to here. Of course, you can see we can draw as many radius as possible, and this is also going to give us another 90 degrees. And what do you observe here? We have a square, because this radius 2 is also 6 units. And if this is 6 units, this also will be 6 units, and this also will be 6 units. So what do you observe? We have a square just within the triangle. That's not all. I can decide to draw another radius to this point. And if you see, this is the tangent. AC is also a tangent, and that's going to give us another 90 degrees, right? All right, I think that is enough for now. Let us see if we can do some other stuff right here. Now look at the dimension from A to B. We know from A to B is 20 units, right? And now we can tell from this point to this point is 6 units. Then what is this point to this point? That's going to be 14, because everything will sum up to 20. That makes sense, right? Now, another theorem I want you to know is the tangent, the length of the tangent theorem. Let me quickly clean up this space here so that you kind of see this 14 very well. 1 minute. Yep. So this here will be 14, because you know the 6 here plus the 14 here will give us 20 altogether. Now, the next theorem I want you to have in mind is one of the most important theorems that will help us get the solution to this problem. If I have a circle and here's the center, and I have a tangent to the point, let's say T, and I also have another tangent from the circle to that same point, T. Now, what you need to, what you need to observe is that these two tangents will be equal. That is a tangent theorem. Okay, the length of this tangent, let's say here is A, let's say here is B. The length of the tangent AT is going to be the same as the length of tangent BT, because they meet at the same point T. So that is one thing I want you to have in mind, right? Now, if you look at this problem, you can look at this problem here. This is a tangent. AB is a tangent, and this here is another tangent. So what I'm trying to tell you is that this point, this distance from this point A, let's say to point, let's call here, let's say alpha, and let's call here beta. From A to alpha will be the same from A to beta. So here also is going to be 14. Okay, for this distance is going to be 14. I hope you get it. It's just the tangent stuff, right? This is the tangent here, and this is another one here. So they are the same. It's clear. And remember, the whole length from A to C is x. So that means this side will be x minus 14. right? Because when you add them all up, you should get x as the total length from A to C. Do you understand? So that is what we have at this point. And if you come down to this point, you can see this is also another tangent, another tangent. So they are going to be equal. So it means that this from this point here to this point here, which is C, is still going to be x minus 14. And you already know that from here to here is 6. So the whole distance from here to here will be 6 plus x minus 14. And of course, you know this will be 6 minus 14 plus x. And when you remove 6 from 14, that will be negative 8, right? Yeah, that will be negative 8 plus x. And I would like to say x minus 8, as the whole distance from B to C is x minus 8. Now, to this point, do you have any problem? I mean, do you have any doubt? If you have any doubts, just let me know in the comment section. And if you're just joining us for the first time, why not subscribe so that you can see more of our videos subsequently? And if you put on the notification bell, you'll be the first to be notified whenever we drop any new video on this very channel. So let's move on to the next part of this problem. Now, the next part of this problem is the most important part of this problem. I would like to bring out this triangle in its cleanest form. I mean, in its cleanest form, if there's any word like that. So I have this to be my right angle here, and we know here is 20, and we know from here to here is just x, and now we know from here to here is x minus 8. Now, like I said earlier, when I see right angle triangle, I think of Pythagoras theorem, which says hypotenuse square is equal to the leg square plus the other leg square. So here is my hypotenuse, which is the longest side of the triangle, which is the side opposite the 90 degrees, and all these sides are just the legs of the triangle. So now, if we apply the Pythagoras theorem, hypotenuse squared, which will be x squared, will be equal to 20 squared plus x minus 8 all squared. And of course, this will be x squared is equal to 20 squared is nothing but 400. And when you expand this guy all squared, that will be x squared minus 2 times 8 is 16, 16x plus 8 times 8 is 64. Perfect. And if you go ahead and collect like terms, this one comes over here, you have x squared minus x squared equal to 400 plus 64 minus 16x. Of course, these guys go to 0, and 400 plus 64 is nothing but 464 equal to negative, that would be negative 16x, sorry. And if I decide to take negative 16 to the other side, now that becomes positive 16x is equal to 464. And from this point, I would like to divide everybody by 16. I'll divide here by 16. So that I have 16 cancel out 16. I have x, and 464 divided by 16, that will be 29. So we've finally gotten the value of x to be 29. So the value of x in this problem is nothing but 29. So guys, tell me if you find value from this video, and subscribe to this channel, guys. Subscribe. Thank you very much. I would like to see you in the next video. Have a wonderful day and God bless you. Bye-bye.